Get ready to unleash your inner mutant in Marvel's Wolverine. Marvel's Wolverine may not have a release date or even a release window just yet, but there are some details as of this June. First of all, this game is set for the PlayStation 5 exclusively for mid to late 2025, with writers of Miles Morales handling the story. Well, you're gonna see some suggested leaked footage here and there on YouTube. Honestly, nothing really to give credit to, but words has it, it'll have a combination of elements of both the Spider-Man and Batman games. If you missed out on its initial reveal, last month the Batman Arkham Shadow was revealed. Like I mentioned before, it was actually real all along. Now it's scheduled to come out exclusively on the MetaQuest 3 late 2024, and we got a new trailer for it today. See, Arkham Shadow is the second time the Batman Arkham series has gotten the VR treatment. More details about the game just came our way through the Summer Game Festival too, and this is how it looks.
But they're not the only ones who can use it. The Rat King will stop at nothing to destroy my city. How far will I go to destroy him?
Black Myth WuKong is the oldest game we've been talking about and also the biggest game in the making out of the East. Developers announced on August 20, 2024 for it, coming to PCs, Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. Black Myth WuKong is an action RPG Souls-like single-player game set in a deep Chinese mythological world taken from the Monkey King's tale. It's also being made with the use of Unreal Engine 5. Take a look.
By my count, that makes 2 super soldiers loose in Paris.
3, counting you.
And that's 2 too many.
If you couldn't have guessed it right, a new Marvel video game is in the making going by the name Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra. I've said it before, this game is actually set for a release window of 2025, into PCs, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X as well. Rise of Hydra promises to focus on Captain America and Black Panther's ensemble as they overcome the differences and form an alliance to confront their common enemy in this game. This is how it looks.
It's better if I tackle this one alone.
You may encounter some obstacles.
That won't be a problem.
Our cat friend is definitely here too. By the look of things, he's not very far ahead.
The American boy is right on your heels.
Who the hell are you?
If you wanted us dead, we'd be dead. So what do you want?
Answers.
That's far enough!
Stay out of my way!
Stand aside!
I do not take orders from anyone!
I don't have time for this.
Neither do I.
Xbox announced Gears of War E-Day. It is the next mainline game in the Gears of War universe, set during the pivotal Emergence Day. Now, fans know it's been over 5 years since Gears 5 and I've been patiently waiting on an update until we got this, a cinematic, which is actually subject to a bit of controversy these days. However, the trailer might not always resemble actual gameplay. Either way, Gears of War E-Day is built with the use of Unreal Engine 5 and it's set to come out sometime next year. Alright guys, look, the hit 2020 comic book series Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Last Ronin is being adapted as a video game. If you missed it back in April this year, The Last Ronin just got an update trailer and a release window of mid to late 2025. This game draws heavy inspiration from the God of War franchise, as you can see the combat, and will be released on both PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, for PCs too at a later date. The Last Ronin is also expected to be a darker, more mature Ninja Turtles game compared to anything the series has ever made.
Nice of them. Less work for us.
Avengers! We figured you'd be doing Hill's dirty work. Taskmaster's mercenaries.
What are they doing here?
That being said, following Dead Space's successful remake last year and a whole year of wait, Mutant Studios is now making a single-player action-adventure Iron Man game ever since, which was only just a concept trailer in the beginning. We got an update for it recently. This game is coming to PCs, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X as well, and will be a story-heavy narrative adventure in nature. It's also going to be made with the use of Unreal Engine 5, set in an open world.
Close ranks. These flies are nothing. They've got backup. We'll keep them busy.
Tous les citoyens sont priés de se mettre à l'abri en intérieur jusqu'à l'aube. Attention, the sun is currently setting.
Bethesda Softworks and Marvel Games officially revealed that, in cooperation with Arkham Studios, same developers behind the famous game Deathloop and Dishonored, ever since 2021 are working hard to announce a new, mature-rated, single-player third-person hack-and-slasher starring Blade, which will actually take place in Paris, in the middle of a vampire match. This game is a Microsoft exclusive and possibly coming out within 2024, if not early next year.
Lock up tight now. Night's just getting started.
Soldiers and officials alike oppress the people for personal gain, and the people must turn to thievery for food.
if you think about it, you don't really have to be a die-hard fan of this franchise or not. You only have to be keen to video games to like hack and slashers. Speaking of which, a new Dynasty Warriors game called Dynasty Warriors Origin has been announced too, as the first game in the series to feature a nameless hero as a protagonist. Koei Tecmo and Amiga Force just came up with a release date of 2025 and a trailer.
What are you going to do, Indiana?
These artifacts have a deep connection to something in the past. Boss believes they hold a kind of power. A discovery that could change the world.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle's latest showcase was aired just a week ago, and despite looking almost unrealistic in looks, we only got just a minute of gameplay. First of all, there is a likely 2024 December release for the game into PCs, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, and you're gonna see a few more gameplay elements and a bit more combat, also new areas. If you should know, the Great Circle here is set between the events of the Raiders of the Lost Ark and the Last Crusade movies.
Is a third-person action shooter set in the grim, dark universe of Warhammer 40,000. The game's campaign mode allows you to experience this epic story either solo or with up to 3 players in co-op.
Focus Entertainment's latest game, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, just won gold and is now coming after 12 years of wait on September 9 this year into PCs and last-gen consoles. Space Marine 2 will let you this time play the role of Lieutenant Titus himself as he fights aliens in the name of humanity. This is a third-person shooter, a hack and slasher, and an adventure game too. Here's how it looks.
You're a lieutenant now.
Where he is demoted to lieutenant.
Will that be a problem? No, Captain.
And forced to prove his loyalty in the heat of battle. On a distant world, he must face one of humanity's most fearsome adversaries, the Tyranids. As you take control of Titus and his fellow battle brothers, Chiron and Gadriel, you'll be thrown into the thick of a war of galactic proportions. Thanks to our unique swarm technology, allowing us to render hundreds of real enemies on screen at the same time. You'll face seemingly endless waves of crawling, running and swooping enemies as far as the eye can see. You must repel the Tyranid invasion and rid the system of the Xenos threat, battling in the claustrophobic jungles of Kadaku, the majestic planet-spanning metropolis of Avarax.
Previously teased as Budokai Tenkaichi number 12, we have properly titled Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I'm pretty sure most of you keen to the side of the franchise probably aware it's been 15 years since the previous iteration of Budokai, and that's why it's one of the most hyped games in the making. Now, Bandai has promised to deliver a evolved Dragon Ball Z experience, first of all using Unreal Engine 5, and despite the name Zero, it won't actually be a prequel. It's coming out October 11 this year.
Forgive me for this! Now you will suffer my wrath! You are a prison boy! I will show you the true form of autonomous ultra. It's my turn, yes! Change everything, then! Just stop him! I will defeat you! Don't think you can win! There's no way to beat this!
Converge here. Destiny awaits.
And And yes, NetEase is developing a Marvel's Rivals multiplayer game too. There was even a closed alpha testing on May and a gameplay trailer to keep us hanging on. Marvel has touted this project as another superhero team-based PvP shooter and of course a free game in nature. We assemble a all-star Marvel squad, take off different strategies by combining powers to form unique team-up skills and fight. Here's a quick look.
Healing power. I'm back, baby. 3, 2, 1, blast off! Gonna get sticky. Feel the wrath of the goddess!
Okay, let's see how mankind has conquered space.